The Marshall-Lerner condition states that devaluation would favorably affect a country's trade balance provided the sum of the elasticities of demand for a country's export and in demand for import is। तो इसका आंसर देखिए, ना तो ये है, ना ये है, ना ये है, तो ये नन ऑफ दैट। When a US firm import a good from England as pays for it by drawing down its pound sterling balance in London bank, the US debit current account and credit is short-term private liquid capital. Expenditure switching policies used to correct deficit in balance of payment work mainly through changes in exchange rate. From India's point of view, the drawing down of foreign bank balance in a New Delhi bank represents a private liquid capital outflow. Ceteris paribus, a large budget deficit is likely to worsen balance of payment deficit. The payment of a dividend by an American company to a foreign stockholder represents a debit in the service category of the US current account. A deficit in balance of payment can be cured by expenditure reducing policy, expenditure switching policy, so both A and B. An increase in US liability to foreign official holders and a decrease in US official reserve estate represent debit in the US official settlement account. When import from lower cost supplier from outside the union are replaced by goods from a higher cost supplier from within, we have trade diversion. The absorption approach analyzes the effect of devaluation has been developed by Sidney Alexander. The purchase of US stock by an Englishman represents a credit in the US long-term capital account. Expenditure reduce policies used to correct deficit in balance of payment refer to tighter fiscal policy, tighter monetary policy, both A and B. Which one of the following transaction is a debit in the current account? A gift to foreigners. The absorption in the absorption approach refers to total expenditure. An economic transaction is entered in the balance of payment as a credit if it leads to the receipt of payment from foreigners. A liquid capital outflow from New York to London under covered interest arbitrage can take place if the positive interest differential in favor of London is larger than the forward discount on the pound. If a country has a deficit in its balance of current account, there will always be an offsetting transaction on the capital account to bring the balance of payment into equilibrium. Covered interest arbitrage involve the transfer of liquid fund from one monetary center and currency into another to take advantage of high interest rate in the latter, hedging, earning extra interest in a riskless way, यानी all of the above. If a person of country 1 holding share of a firm of country 2 get dividend on this share, the transaction will be recorded in the credit of country 1's current account. A US exporter scheduled to receive €1,000 3 months from today can hedge his foreign exchange risk by selling today euro 1000 in the forward market for delivery in 3 months. The international capital movement may be termed accommodating autonomous, यानी A या B. Hedging refers to, hedging क्या होती है? The convenience of a foreign exchange risk. If a resident of country 1 purchases a piece of land in country 2, the transaction will be entered in the credit of country 2's capital account. When the US demand for pound increases under a flexible exchange rate system, the dollar depreciates. Under a flexible exchange rate system, the exchange rate is determined by the forces of demand and supply in the foreign exchange market. The function of foreign exchange market is to provide transfer of fund, short-term finance for trade, facility for hedging, all of the above. The exchange rate is kept the same in all parts of the market by exchange arbitrage. Under gold standard, a deficit in balance of payment was corrected through raising the bank rate and decreasing the money supply. तो 20 का राइट आंसर है. The nature of autonomous capital movement are ex ante. If $4.50 is needed to purchase euro 2, the exchange rate is, यानी 2 यूरो के लिए इतना चाहिए तो 1 के लिए कितना चाहिएगा 2.25. Under the gold standard, the main instrument to keep the balance of payment in equilibrium was monetary policy. Which one of the following is not the function of foreign exchange market? Transfer fund from one nation to another ये होता है. Provide short term credit, provide the facilities for hedging, provide the facility for dumping, ये नहीं होता. The nature of accommodating capital flows is neither ex ante nor ex post. The US official settlement balance includes all but the changes in the US liabilities to foreign holders and official reserves. A deficit in a country balance of payment refers to a difference between autonomous receipt and autonomous payment. The net liquidity balance includes the basic balance and the short-term private non-liquid capital balance, the allocation of capital drawing right, error and omissions, यानी कि all of the above. When a country's offer curve is a straight line lying on the line of term of trade, the elasticity of curve is, when a country offer curve is a straight line on the terms of trade, the elasticity of curve is infinity. The basic balance include all but गुड्स सर्विस आता है, यूनिलेटरल ट्रांसफ़र आता है, लॉन्ग टर्म आता है. द शॉर्ट टर्म प्राइवेट नॉन लिक्विड कैपिटल बैलेंस नहीं आता. इन द एब्जॉर्प्शन अप्रोच, द बैलेंस ऑफ ट्रेड कैन बी व्यूड एज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन national income and total expenditure. According to the Marshall-Lerner condition, revolution shall improve the trade balance of a country provided the sum of elasticities of demand for a country export and its demand for import is less than 1. Which one of the following is not an item of country's invisible earning from international trade? Gold jewelry export. The internal equilibrium of relative commodity price in a nation is the absence of trade is determined by nations' production possibility and indifference map. Under flexible exchange rate system, the exchange rate is determined by the forces of demand and supply in the foreign exchange market. Under a freely flexible exchange rate system, a deficit in a nation balance of payment is automatically corrected by a depreciation of its currency. The supply curve of foreign exchange of a nation is derived from the foreign demand come foreign nations export. Which one of the following is not a debit entry in the balance of payment account? Gift from foreigners. The forward market in foreign exchange is a market both short and long run. Automatic adjustment of balance of payment disequilibrium can be brought about by variation in internal prices. The items of the capital account of balance of payment are change in stock magnitudes, adjustment under the gold standard while described by the price specific flow mechanism. Speculation in foreign exchange market refers to accepting risk to make profit. Under the gold standard, the loss of gold and reduction in the money supply in the deficit nation was also expected to lead to an increase in the interest rate and a short-term capital inflow. Interest arbitrage refers to transfer of liquid asset from one monetary center to another in order to take advantage of the difference in interest rate. A nation's demand curve for foreign exchange is derived from the nation demand curve from import. The spot and forward market for foreign exchange are intimately linked together through interest arbitrage, hedging, speculation, all of the above. The item of the current account of balance of payment are flow variable. A depreciation of nation currency usually cause internal or domestic price to rise. A debit entry in the balance of payment account of a country refers to outflow of foreign currency. The foreign exchange market provides short-term credit, hedging facility, transfer of fund, all of the above. Going from the double entry bookkeeping system, the balance of payment will be in the equilibrium always. According to the price specific flow mechanism, which sequence of event was supposed to bring about adjustment in a deficit nation? Reduction in its money supply, falling internal price, rising export and falling imports. When the exchange rate from pound 1 to rupees 20, pound 1 to rupees 18, the rupee has depreciated, depreciated, appreciated. Pound has depreciated, rupee has appreciated. तो C इसका right answer है. The exchange rate is kept same in all part of the market through exchange arbitrage. Under the gold standard, each nation defines the price of gold in terms of its currency and then stand ready to buy and sell any amount of gold at the price. There is a fixed relationship between any two currency called the min parity. The exchange rate is determined by demand and supply between the gold point and is prevented from moving outside the gold point by gold shipment, all of the above. If a foreign exchange speculator expects the spot rate of the pound 3 months from today to be lower than today's forward rate on the pound for delivery in 3 months, he will sell pound forward today and buy them in the spot market 3 months from today. The optimum tariff is the tariff which maximizes country's welfare. The immediate cause for the collapse of the Bretton Woods system was the expectation that the US would soon be forced to devalue the dollar, the massive flight of liquid capital from the US, the attempt by three small European central banks to convert part of their dollar holding into gold, all of the above. If there is no retaliation from its trading partner, imposition of tariff by a country will produce an expansionary effect on national income, bring about a decrease in unemployment, having a favorable effect on balance of trade, all of the above. A tariff can help in bringing down unemployment in a country through an expansionary effect, reducing import and increasing demand for home produced goods, exporting part of unemployment, all of the above. The fundamental cause for the collapse of Bretton Woods system was the liquidity problem, adjustment, confidence problem, all of the above. The beggar thy neighbor policy refers to the use of tariff for earning foreign exchange. Which one of the following does not represent an evolution of the Bretton Woods system as it operated until 1971? Flexible exchange rate. By changing from free trade to a situation of optimum tariff, a single country will improve its welfare if the trading partner country offer curve is non-linear. Direct control refers to interference with the operation of market forces, price and wage control, trade and exchange control, all of the above. A country offer curve will be a straight line if it can shift without any difficulty or cost factor or production from export to import competing sector, import competing export sector production, both A and B. Which one of the following statement is incorrect with regard to the effect of a devaluation on a country in recession? The original improvement in the nation's trade balance is smaller than final improvement. If two countries jointly cooperate and act as a single unit, one should levy optimum tariff while the other should not levy any tariff. A country's offer curve will be straight line when its price elasticity of supply for export is infinitely large. The appropriate expenditure switching policy to correct a deficit in the balance of payment is devolution. As a result of imposition of tariff, a nation's offer curve will shift toward the axis measuring its import good. In the real world, the automatic income price and interest adjustment mechanism, if allowed to operate, are likely to reinforce each other and result in complete adjustment. Which one of the following is not correct? The higher a country's share of foreign trade, the larger scope of optimum tariff. सही है. डेवलप्ड कंट्री आर लाइकली टू गेन मोर फ्रॉम एक्सप्लॉइटिंग ए मोनोपोली पोजीशन, ये भी सही है। ए कंट्री कैन ऑलवेज रन बाई लेविंग ए टैरिफ इवन द कंट्री रिलेटेड, ये गलत है। द लेस डेवलप्ड कंट्री आर नॉट लाइकली टू गेन मच फ्रॉम हाई टैरिफ, ये भी सही है। तो हमारी तीनों सही हैं, केवल हमारा एक गलत है। To achieve three economic objectives simultaneously and completely, we usually need at least the following number of economic policy instruments. 3.